Permaculture and Korean natural farming are two of the most promising forms of alternative agriculture when it comes to home gardening. Both can be fairly low cost, sustainable, and mimic nature. But which is the best option for you? Well, fundamentally, permaculture and KNF actually address very different components within growing. Permaculture at its core is a framework of design, and it focuses on curating the systemic environment of the growing space in such a way that leads to less work for the gardener and more efficiently utilizes the space. KNF, on the other hand, utilizes a series of 9 core gardening inputs that curate the biological environments of the growing space. And this leads to reduced reliance on external inputs, healthier plants, and soil that grows richer and richer as the most robust microorganisms from the local environment saturate the soil. Both frameworks are excellent for gardeners looking to lower costs and grow in a way that's more aligned with nature, but they aren't at odds with each other. Permaculture asks what areas of my property, what waste streams that I currently generate, what about the way that I organize my plants in the ground could be more effectively utilized. KNF, on the other hand, might ask what biological processes that I can observe in nature might I be able to stimulate in my garden? How might I bring the microbial quality of my soil closer to the most abundant parts in the nature that surrounds me? And so with both of these frameworks hand in hand, there's a ton of opportunity to create an explosive and inspiring growing space. But you don't have to start all 12 permaculture principles and all 9 core KNF inputs at once. In fact, you probably shouldn't tackle everything at once. Instead, consider 1 or 2 of each that you might want to get started with. On the permaculture side, maybe start with something as simple as asking the question, what ways am I losing energy and resources to or within my garden? And how might I recover these? For example, if you have an outdoor greenhouse, even a small one, is it placed on a part of your property that's getting optimal sunlight so that you can harness the heat of the sun rays during the seed starting season and reduce your need for heating mats? Could you position your greenhouse so that the heat that it generates from the sun exposure could be used to partially heat a chicken coop or even your home? This is a very simple way that intentionality in the design of your garden could save you energy and resources. On the KNF side, you might consider making a few of the simpler inputs, such as lactic acid bacteria and fermented plant juice this spring. And try swapping out your store-bought fertilizers. These inputs can be made in a week or 2 with stuff that you likely have on hand already. And you might be surprised to see the way your plants respond. You can also use these things for a variety of different purposes in your seed starting, as a pre-planting soil drench, as a compost activator, and of course as a foliar spray for plants. As you implement the principles and the techniques from both of these frameworks, you'll start to see the benefits of these systems and feel motivated to dive deeper. And this is why, at least in my opinion, permaculture and Korean natural farming are 2 of the most promising forms of alternative agriculture when it comes to home gardening.